Yep. So this is a printable clip stick. This is the head of it for auto lockers primarily, but you can use a normal screw gate in it, but then you've lost the locking function of it. So anyway, but the primarily this is dreamt up for lead solo climbing and for auto loggers. So just a little bit about it. The hole in the base is 24 millimeters. If you need it bigger than that, you're in trouble. You might have to edit the design or ask me to do it for you. If it's smaller than that, just use a bit of sports tape or something and wrap it around the pole and then stuff it in, and then that's all good. There's room for a bolt to go through the design, so you can bolt it on your pole. The hole is 6 millimeters, and I've just used like just a stainless steel bolt and just the cheapest 6 millimeter butterfly knot I could find. And also you have just a hole for attaching a bit of cord or something, so you can hang it on your harness. And the other kind of weird function is that I've kept that kind of ability to clip carabiners that are already hanging from the ground. So you just stuff, you could pre-knot this as well, so that it's actually knotted, but the idea is you just stuff a bit of rope in there, and then your carabiners already hanging, you just pop it around there and ease it into that groove, and then just pull it tight, and then that's locked. Pull your stick down, and that's the kind of secondary function. But the main function is oval auto lockers, because that's what most people are using probably for lead solo anchoring. So this is just a Kong steel one. The main thing with it is the barrel has to align with the gripping part of the design, and that gives the maximum amount of opening so that it's easiest to clip a bolt. So that's what's important. That's just a Kong one. I mean, most auto locking ovals don't vary so much in size, so you're not going to have a problem with any of those. Like, there is a large cradle in this design, so you've got a lot of play to get things to sit nicely and orientate well. The worst carabiner to pop in one of these is a tiny carabiner, tiny screw gates. Again, this is if you don't need the locking function of your carabiner, you can just use just a normal screw gate, and that's for just if you will just clip sticking your way up a route in the normal way, because a non-locking carabiner won't suit this design because it's based on that bite action on the gate. So these one, all right, this is going to be a battle. I'm going for it. Come on, do it. Come on. Oh no, I'm not going to like that. Little one. So that's okay. It's going to be a tough clip. You might be able to play with it a little bit. Oh no. These are the pits for the little ones. I'll probably go, yeah, that's probably as good as that's going to get. But it's not designed for that. But you can get that to work. With most normal kind of carabiners, it's not a big an issue, because obviously you got a lot of play with this kind of cradle in the design, so that'll be a super easy clip. But again, you don't have that locking function. One thing is you just make sure you don't leave carabiners in the design overnight, because it will deform it, and then you'll have to put it in a vise to bend it back into shape. So it's just, don't hang that on the wall or something because it looks cool. Like, it's just carabiners only in there for climbing. With the Ansi-Rad ones, and again, this design was dreamt up for lead solo anchoring, and for anchoring from the ground, just to make it a little bit user friendlier. I don't know, just to make it easy basically. I'm old and soft, so I'm allowed to do things like that. With the Ansi ones, the gates are huge, obviously, and the gates are huge because they're super strong and good for cross loading. So if you're anchoring with, if you're doing a choke style Malian anchoring, make sure you use an ANSI rated carabiner. Even if you're using steel over aluminium, it still doesn't matter. Your standard carabiners that you buy in your average climbing shop, they don't take abuse in that direction very well. They take abuse in that direction very well, and that direction very well, but that way they're only rated to 1 kilonewton, most of them, which is nothing, and that's the same as the side deal. Whereas these guys, they're much stronger. So use at least one or preferably two if you're using a kind of Malian choke style anchoring. You know, so with these guys, it's just a bit snugger to get them in, but it's not a problem. Like it'll work with that as well. Yeah, I think that's everything important. So yeah, that'll get loaded up on Colts soon enough, and yeah, and I'll attach it just with some video of me using it out just around crags, and yeah.